Hello guys, how are you? I hope you will be fine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will talk about Article 1 of the United States Constitution. So let's get started. Article 1 of the United States Constitution establishes the legislative branch of the federal government. The United States Congress. Under Article 1, Congress is a bicameral legislature consisting of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Article 1 grants Congress various enumerated powers and the ability to pass laws necessary and proper to carry out those powers. Article 1 also establishes the procedure for passing a bill and places various limits on the power of Congress and states from abusing their powers. Article 1 Vesting Clause grants all federal legislative power to Congress and established that Congress consists of the House of Representatives and the Senate. In combination with the clauses of Article 2 and Article 3, the vesting clause of Article 1 establishes the separate of powers among the three branches of the federal government. Section 2 of Article 1 addresses the House of Representatives, establishing that members of the House are elected every 2 years, with congressional seats apportioned to the states on the basis of population. Section 2 include various rules for the House of Representatives, including a provision stating that individuals qualified to vote in elections for the largest chamber of their state's legislature have the right to vote on elections for the House of Representatives. Section 3 addresses the Senate, establishing that the Senate consists of two senators from each state, with each senator serving a 6-year term. Section 3 originally required that the state legislatures elect the members of the Senate, but the 17th Amendment, ratified in 1913, provides for the direct election of senators. Election 3 laws out various other rules for the Senate, including a provision that established the President of the United States as the President of the Senate. Section 4 of Article 1 grants the states the power to regulate the congressional election process, but establishes that Congress can alter those regulations or make its own regulations. Section 4 also requires Congress to assemble at least one per year. Section 5 laws out various rules for both houses of Congress and grants the House of Representatives and the Senate the power to judge their own elections, determine the qualification of their own members, and punish or expel their own members. Section 6 establishes the compensation, privileges, and restrictions of those holding congressional office. Section 7 laws out the procedure for passing a bill, requiring both houses of Congress to pass a bill for it to become law, subject to the vote power of the President of the United States. Under Section 7, the President can vote a bill, but Congress can override the President's vote with a two-thirds vote of both chambers. Section 8 laws out the powers of Congress. It includes several enumerated powers, including the power to law and collect taxes, duties, and excise provided duties imposed and exercised are uniform throughout the United States to provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. The power to regulate interstate and international commerce, the power to set naturalization laws, the power to coin and regulate money, the power to borrow money on the credit of the United States, the power to establish post offices and post roads, the power to establish federal courts inferior to Supreme Court, the power to raise and support an army and a navy, the power to call forth and militia to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrections and repel invasions, and to provide for the militia's organizing, arming, disciplining, and governing, and granted Congress the power to declare war. Section 8 also provides Congress the power to establish a federal district to serve as the national capital and gives Congress the exclusive power to administer the direct. In addition to various enumerated powers, Section 8 grants Congress the power to make laws necessary and proper to carry out its enumerated powers and other powers vested in it. Section 9 places various limits on the power of Congress, banning bills of attainder and other practices. Section 10 places limits on the states, prohibiting them from entering into alliances with foreign powers, impairing contracts, taxing imports or exports above the minimum level necessary for inspecting exception, keeping armies or engaging in war without the consent of Congress.